gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard, go hop with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, what's your name? Hey, 43. No fire, 64, weak. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Cannon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou. Yellow.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Switch.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
15.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Drop deep, drop deep. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, boy.
Yellow.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Go.
Check hot route, 61. Matchbox, right. Kill.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Kill. Over. Check it out. Yo.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. 18 Gator. Show it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the boot. You go tight. Hey, 43. You got time. Strike. Slam. Check 52.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Attack.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Yellow. Quarterback. Yellow. Blue dot workers.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
At the Ravens' 32-yard line.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down now, it's Cohen. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 29.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yellow. Switch. Deuce. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, 57, Colin, 57.
On first down, Cohen. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second and 8, Mahomes. And he's got it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out.
Hey, 57.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On play action, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Around 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 64 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Sponge. Sponge. Sponge.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Argentina. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. A little juke. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 24, watch 24. Check 99, check
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
No, check that. We got Mike 52, right?
3rd and goal, Jackson. Well, it's caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 15. Check. Alert 3.
Again, it's Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Stop your whining.
Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
We got this.
First down, Ravens.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now Jackson. And the catch made by Walters. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ryan Kerrigan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's Brown. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Buddy up, 52, Mike 52, 81. Hey!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Jackson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this